What's going on, everyone? Welcome to Level A57. Big shout out to Joel of Media Glitch for recently shouting us out in his video and challenged us to come up with our collective top 10 favorite games of all time. All time.
It's rough, y'all.
Yeah,
That was very challenging.
yeah. The way to come up with this list was pretty difficult because each one of us has our own personal 10 favorites, but we have to, like Joel said, we had to kind of agree on each game, which is
As a collective.
yeah. And at the beginning, it was like kind of easy, and then it got very difficult, and then we started fighting with each other. So, but we got 10. We got a list of 10 that we at the moment agree with.
Yeah, it's gonna change, I'm sure.
For now. I mean, for now, but
Yeah.
I guess I'll start with the first one.
Yeah, all right. Go ahead.
The first game on this list, this is in no particular order. All right, we're not saying what's number 1 and number 10 or whatever, but just the list that's in front of me. The first one we came up with was Double Dragon 2 for the NES.
Yeah, man.
Classic co-op.
Not the arcade.
Not the arcade game.
Not the arcade.
Not the arcade game.
NES.
But yeah, I think all of us have a special place in our hearts for this game because it's a very, I mean, it was a lot better than the first one on the NES because the first one on the NES wasn't co-op.
One player.
It was one player, and it was way different from the arcade. And despite all the BS obstacles on some of the stages that I still have issues with to this day.
Unnecessary platform.
Extremely unnecessary. There's some magic,
fun, though.
something magical about that game with the sound effects, the music.
Nostalgia hits hard for it.
It nostalgia carries that game.
There's a knee sound that's not like they can't duplicate that in any game.
The knee and the cyclone spin kick. Those are like the
Spin kick, uppercut, knee. Those are all flawless moves.
greatest moves in beat 'em up history.
And
And there was two celebrities in that too, Arnold Schwarzenegger and
James Brown. Yeah, James Brown as the two of Bobos.
Brown.
As the two of Bobos.
Come on,
No
man.
James Brown.
No, that's definitely
Dude,
James
that's James
Brown.
Brown. Come on,
The
bro.
ball was
Listen,
I'm gonna throw
white.
up a side by side.
He was not
James
white.
Brown is black.
That was
He was
he had the perm. That was he was black.
It was James Brown, man. He was 10. He was 10.
Oh my gosh. Moving on.
Terrible.
All right.
But yeah, that was definitely, that game is a big deal because we can still throw it on to this day and it's still fun.
And you play through the entire game every time. I
So,
can't
yeah.
play. Listen, even if I throw it on for 2 seconds, I have to at least get to the 4th or 5th or no 6th stage.
It's the sixth
You have to get
stage
to the
six.
6th stage.
Stage 6 with the flames.
And it's literally not that long of a
Yeah.
game, but it's
Yeah.
played out to such perfection that you have to at least play it till that point.
And
Exactly.
and the end is so dope. The way they do the end part, the end boss, I think is one of the best build-ups. It's a great build-up to a end beat 'em up
Music
last
is
boss.
great.
Music, the change up. It's dope. It's such an incredible game. Very very timeless.
Ahead
Very
of its
timeless.
time.
Yep.
Ahead of its time.
I have
it's
no
fun, man.
qualms with it being in the top 10.
No, I think we all
Yeah.
agreed on that actually.
Yeah.
Yep.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the arcade.
Yeah.
Classic.
That game, when you talk about nostalgia and memories, man, you get to think of all the birthdays that you've been to, like birthday parties. Where
Exactly.
That's the first thing I think of, to
you
be
go to the
honest.
arcade
Exactly.
and you see that game there, and it's like, nah, man, I'm playing this. I have to.
You and your three friends taking the game down.
As soon as that first group is
Shell
done,
shock.
you go in there, you all throw in your quarters, and you just pick your favorite turtle, and you go right through the whole game. And it's
It probably was like that era as far as 4-player games or multiplayer games, co-op games concerned. It holds up pretty well. Like,
does.
you know, X-Men and like the
Only
Simpsons.
the Simpsons held up with it.
Simpsons, yeah, but I think Turtles holds up better.
Oh, it does.
And
Yeah.
X-Men, I didn't think held up very well. You
That's
know?
not one of them.
It's
it
like,
just went off the formula and used the characters pretty much. But
Welcome
something
to
about the
die.
turtles. The turtles had like they had that. I don't know, something about the theme, the sound effects, the
My toe.
yeah, my toe, pizza time, shell shock, like all that shit. It was pretty
It
fucking
all
dope.
built into the perfect combination.
Cowabunga.
Exactly.
Yeah, that
Plus, it was like your boys are all the same type of thing. Like it was because in The Simpsons, someone had to be Marge.
who has to be
Someone
Lisa?
had to be Lisa. Someone had to be Bart. Someone had to be Homer. And
Turtles
not
were all
everybody
cool.
wanted to be those guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everybody wanted to be one of the turtles.
Right.
No problem.
Yeah.
Depending on, it doesn't matter who it was.
And it's like
They're
I'm
all cool.
I'm rolling with my best friends to play as the turtles who are close, and it's like it doesn't matter. You know, it's just like all of us are playing the game.
Right.
It doesn't matter if you're Leonardo or Raphael. Just like, you know, there's no fight. It's like we're all the same, and it's like a very it's a big bonding type of 4-player experience.
And not a lot of games duplicated that feeling.
No,
Not like that. Not exactly like that.
yeah. That one's definitely up there. I had to name that one because I saw that in Joel's video and I was like, that might make it on our list. I'm pretty sure it will. I'm pretty sure none of you guys are gonna disagree.
No,
with
that was
We'll
was
have
an easy
to
one.
get it on the channel once the collection comes out.
yeah, that'd be dope.
Oh yeah.
Cowabunga collection.
Yes,
man.
sir.
Grand Theft Auto 3. So this was funny because it almost didn't make the list. As important as Grand Theft Auto is as a franchise, and 100 million sold for 5. Like, oh, what the hell is beating that? Like, come on. But 3 was the one that actually revolutionized 3D.
Yeah.
It did.
It
And
did.
coming from 2D overhead to 3D, and it was the same game.
Right.
I was like, this is playing like that game, but it's in a I'm in their world now though.
It's better.
And that's the first time I felt that they made that transition.
Yeah.
I mean, people will say, "Oh, Mario 64." Yes, but this is a complicated
Right.
3D world
Yeah.
that you're living in.
You can't
Yeah.
steal cars in Mario.
Mario Kart, imagine. You were stealing the cars.
I
Like,
get arrested.
Watch that, yeah.
you just start.
Mario Kart GTA.
Hey.
Crossover.
Yeah, man. They got New Dunk City, right? That's
Oh,
like Grand Theft
yeah.
Auto.
Hey,
That's
there you go.
Hey.
Nintendo,
But-
we got ideas. Let me stop.
Originally, we had God of War
Yes.
in this spot.
Yes.
The newer one,
The
not
newer
the first
one.
one. Yeah.
God of
But-
War 4.
It didn't pan out too well for the entire crew. to
Joel's
vote
like,
that in.
good.
Because we were putting it in. Good.
Yeah, yeah.
To spite Joel. And then we were like, do we really want to put this in over 3? And then we couldn't come to the conclusion because 3 would have probably made the list, but it didn't beat out Grand Theft.
There was like 3 or 4
overall.
different games we were going over for this spot.
Yeah, yeah,
For
yeah.
thi- and I originally was against Grand Theft 3. That wasn't in my top.
Right.
Yeah.
Wasn't
But
mine.
but I did like it a lot. I liked 4 and 5 better, but 3, the reasons for it, and when it came to voting for the other games, I'm like,
You need a franchise.
I
in
would
there.
probably say Grand Theft has to get it. It would
Shout
probably
out
have
to
to get-
Guru.
As
Shout
a
out to Guru
franchise.
three.
Guru? That was on fire.
Wow.
As a franchise, no, it's exactly that. It's like it has to hold a spot in the top
I
10.
co-signed on it.
I mean, you have to have Grand Theft in there.
Yeah.
All right.
Not bad. Next one on the list is Batman Arkham Knights. And it was a close toss-up between City.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a rough.
And I think, love or hate the Batmobile, I think it expanded Gotham City. And, playing Arkham Asylum, you first get a glimpse of what a 3D Batmobile looks like.
Yep.
Even though it's stationary, you can't do nothing with it. And
Right.
you saw how perfect City was. And you're like, wow, what would it be like if they put the Batmobile? And I think they knocked it out of the park.
I always ask that question after every Arkham game. Was like, when are they going to have the Batmobile? They
Yeah.
show it, and
Yeah.
they just never had it. But the reason why it was such a close call with which one to put up there is because I really enjoyed the boss battles in City.
City had
City's got-
locked on.
City had better boss
City
battles.
and,
way better
and
battles.
Origins
Yeah.
had better boss battles.
Yeah.
I still preferred Asylum better,
Asylum was linear.
but there's
but I like
4
the-
against 1. No, I lost on that
But the
one.
funny thing is, like
I
when we were
We knew a
talking,
Batman game had to go on.
yeah,
the
I
list.
said
Right.
I don't care which one,
Yeah.
Right.
but a Batman game has to go in the top 10
Yeah.
list.
The Arkham
it
games
has
one
to.
of the Arkham games.
I
Didn't
picked
matter.
City. A few of us picked Night. You pick Asylum, and I'm like, none of them are wrong.
I was
Right.
gonna go.
I'm not against any of them. They're all incredible.
Right.
I was gonna go with City, but I was like, which Batman? If I had to play one of them right now, which one do I want to go? Night draws me more.
And I can. That's
The
and
one that to
I legit
finish
just
City.
played Arkham Knight a couple last week, so
that's
Well,
why
I
that's wh-
streamed it last week. you know?
I switched my pick to Night because of the extra content, the downloadable shit, the costumes, the Michael Keaton black Batman outfit
They
that
got
sold
the-
it.
and they got
Bias.
the '89 Batmobile in there too.
I
And they got the
recently
skin for the Arkham Asylum Batmobile.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Well, I recently played the Arkham Asylum after watching the Batman the movie because I had the
Dope
Batman,
movie.
Batman bug.
I had to play something Batman. So I originally went back to that and revisited that game, and it's as awesome as it is. It's
Incredible.
it's great,
Too much Batmobile.
but the thing about City that again, it's the boss battles. That's if you're
They're
talking
so
about
awesome.
memorable.
They're so
Like the story I like better in Asylum, because that set up the whole thing. That like pioneered the whole Arkham series. But that's like we said with the Grand Theft. It's like, you know what? At this point, I don't care.
pick one of them.
Yeah, I don't care.
Grand Theft 3, 4, or 5, or Asylum Night, and
they're all
whatever.
great.
But-
It doesn't matter which one gets up there. It's just as long as one of them is up there. As a
Yeah.
franchise, it should
Yeah.
be up there. So I'm not mad at that choice, man.
Yeah,
Okay.
we agreed on that.
Yeah.
Next up, we've got Streets of Rage 4.
Fuck yes.
Another 4-player beat 'em up.
Yep.
Like, this game is insane. It looks great.
Beautiful.
They captured the essence of the characters and the essence of the gameplay
And the
perfectly.
The music,
And the music is fire.
it's criminal.
Oh, yeah.
It's
Fire.
So it's a beat 'em up perfected.
Yeah, that's pretty much the best way to describe it. Because when we played it recently, I said, "Yeah, this is probably the best beat 'em
And-
up." I was
Yeah.
like, "This
And
is
it's crazy
it's
because
so fucking."
I didn't
awesome.
even vote for it. And it's funny because I was against it. And then we played it. And then I'm like, yo, I changed my mind. Yeah. I'm like, I see where you guys are coming from because it's been a while since I played it. That's the reason why. So when I revisited it, I was like, wow, I see why this.
It feels good. It just feels
I said,
good to
okay,
play.
no. I'm like, yeah, no, this should definitely be up there.
And it's kind of
I stand
a
corrected.
tad of a controversial pick because a lot of people are going to say 2. Some people might even say 1.
I said 2.
I originally had 2.
because 2
I said 2
was
also,
was such an improvement on 1.
Yes.
But like in terms of like what is the better game? Like the
Four-
better
four
game.
players.
4 is a better version.
Four
players,
players.
yeah.
We're a
Yeah.
co-op channel, and they fine tune the combat, the graphics, the music.
Adam Hunter.
They added
like-
they added the pixel art like for people that wanted to go back to the
so
old school version.
much.
So it's like
so much content.
a
And
lot
it-
of fanfare, man.
Well, plus you can pick characters from the older game.
Yo,
So even though
Yeah.
3 had better fighting, like
Right.
it's in 4.
yeah.
Right.
Whatever you want is
You
in
can pick
4.
it all in 4.
And I can't
That's
vote.
why I couldn't pick 2 because 3 had better fighting.
And 2 could be in 4 if you
And then
wanted to.
all of that is in 4.
yeah.
So
True.
it's so incredible, and that I can't not put 4 in a top 10 list. I can't.
Yeah.
I can't do that.
Yeah.
Next on the list, and I tried to leave this off a few times. I'll say it. I
Mad
tried to.
disrespectful.
No, I tried to, but the fact that it made the list, it has to be because
same
the
as the
game's
Arkham game.
a fucking 10. Spider-Man for the PS4
Yup.
is one of the best games ever created.
Yep.
That's a fact. It's one of the best made superhero games and games. Period.
Yeah.
It's so good.
Yeah.
You could just sit there and spend hours swinging through New York City and not actually play the game.
It's incredible.
Yeah, whenever I fire it on, I play for a while. I just you try to save the cops or whatever like that.
You just
fight
swing
people.
around.
It's
How do you make the game
Yeah.
so good you just swing around?
It's like a Grand
You
Theft,
don't even
man.
try to fight anybody. You just
look for
climb
backpacks.
It's the same thing that Grand
It is
Theft
fun.
did. It's the same thing that Arkham Knight, like the Arkham
Same
games
shit.
after Arkham City. It's like
the treatment.
you don't have to do any missions. You could just go in the streets
Yeah.
and fight.
And you just feel like them.
Yeah,
And the story is so well paced.
Yeah.
And
that I like, man.
Yeah,
Yeah,
very.
story's
very-
Acting's
It's really
great. The missions are dope. Boss
Yeah.
fights are dope.
that last boss fight was hit all the right action and
Yes.
emotional, ticked all the boxes.
The writing was
You know?
amazing.
Very
It was
good.
really well done, man.
They did a real good job.
Yeah. All
And
the
then they
right
did the
tones.
remake of it, and people were questionable about what they did with Peter Parker. But
seriously. I don't know why they did that.
Are you
Reaching.
like just want to complain about
They
something?
changed
No,
his face
no,
to
they
make
made him look like
But it made
Tom
him look
Holland.
younger.
They made him-
I ain't
make
like
him
this
look
look.
They
like-
kind
more
of
like
changed
Tom
it. But
Holland.
Whatever.
we're talking about the original.
Gives a fuck.
But it was questionable. I said Miles Morales, but it's more of an extended part
Yeah.
of that game.
Morales is incredible.
Right.
It is.
But it's short.
It's incredible.
But as a
because
full on, like Spider-Man beats that because it's more of an add-on. I consider them both the same game.
It's like what they did with Uncharted when after Uncharted 4 they had it was
Well,
really
they had
like
a spin-off, but it was more part of the
It
same
wasn't
thing.
really a spin-off. It was in
Chloe,
the same.
Chloe.
It was. I
It's
forget what the
larger
name
than a DLC, but it's
Yeah.
not big enough to be its own
yeah,
game
yeah.
to
Ex-
win in
ex-
this challenge.
and it was in the same universe and it took place in the same time, but it was just, it wasn't a full.
But they
full-on game.
did add better things in Miles. But
Absolutely.
you know,
But
it's a kick-ass
the better game
but-
top 10, I'm picking the first one.
Yeah,
Right, easy.
put them together. They're both together.
Yeah.
Put them together. Hey, I'm good. Yeah, right.
I bought them together in one game, so it's a collection.
Yeah. Spider-Man had to go up. It had to.
Oh yeah.
Agreed.
Had to.
I'm gonna say Sonic 2 was the other choice that we picked. Actually, I was the one that brought that one up too. I remember saying it.
I was fighting myself.
And
on
everybody,
that.
yeah.
Oh, this is a.
I still am. I'm still fighting myself because I love Sonic and Knuckles.
I like Sonic 3 and Knuckles. Yeah.
Sonic 3 and Knuckles is the better game, but like
Sonic 2 was
But
far
this
as
got voted.
the first time. It's the first time Tails was introduced to that whole thing, and it's
And
like,
it was multiplayer.
I had a younger
Yeah.
cousin I remember at the time, and the little kid. It's like he didn't know anything about it. I remember you could play as Tails, but you go off the screen and shit.
Yep.
But it was cool because you could still play.
You could play
still play
horrible.
the game.
You could
Blast
play horrible and
processor.
still come back.
You can still play the game or whatever and leave him in the dust. He's like, "Where am I?" I'm like, "Oh, you're there." Just
I was the master Tails. I was always on screen.
No, it's true.
I was always on screen.
But 2 was so much of a big leap over 1.
yeah.
It was.
More so than 3
Two,
was
3 was
yeah,
over
true.
2.
I agree
Yeah.
with that.
And
Yeah.
a lot of people consider 2 a better overall game. Although it's questionable, yes.
Well, 2 is better than 3 standalone, but 2's not better than Sonic 3 and Knuckles.
Sonic 3 and Knuckles is
So-
That's the real
Fire.
envisioning of Sonic 3.
That's-
when they split
that's
it
the cheat code
because of
right
development time.
And what's funny is there was a battle between getting a Mario game on here, which we didn't mention,
Oh shit. That's right.
because there's 2 games. There's Mario 3 and there's Mario World. And as a collective, we couldn't all decide which one should be on the list.
It couldn't make it, which is the funny thing.
it's all or
the
nothing.
stipulation.
Yeah.
That's the reason why Joel gave the stipulation is because you could say it and you could say it, but the rest of us are like, but ahead of these games I have here, I don't know.
And
As a
also,
collective, though.
and
Yeah.
also everybody had there's so many Mario games that everybody had their own fucking
Favorite Mario game.
Mario
Yeah.
game. So it was impossible for us to choose. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
it wasn't the best franchises. If that was the case, that would be easy.
That's going to be the
But what made it
controversial choice.
Yeah.
what made it tough was the fact
there
that
is no Mario game on our list.
no, there is no Mario.
And now
game
we'll
on
be
the
like,
list.
how?
Because,
Yeah.
and I'll tell you how, because there's 5 of us.
Yeah, if it was an individual,
All of us have our own personal likes. None of our lists looked any remotely close.
So we all had to
So
agree.
we have to agree
Right.
on something that we all genuinely liked
exactly.
and deserve to be on the list. And that's fucking hard.
Yeah, it was
honestly,
way
like,
tougher than I thought. Man.
I really didn't play Mario all that much, like after regular Nintendo.
And
'cause
that's
I
an-
never-
You were a Sega Genesis
yeah, I was
guy.
a Sega Genesis dude,
and that's
no,
another
I-
reason.
So blame Choco.
That's another thing, though, too.
I want all the smoke. I'll take
It
it.
sucks. No, it
Come
sucks.
see me. I love
That's-
Sonic.
That's a good point, though. Also, because there's other there's other games that somebody would mention,
And it's like, I never
and
played
it's
it.
like I never played. Like I never
played
had a
it. I never
Saturn.
played it, yeah.
So that count me out for all the Saturn games. I got it late in the game with that.
Yeah.
Dude, if
You
you,
know.
did, this would be an entire Saturn list.
It would have been. I would have had like 5
would've beat
titles.
me.
I know. Right?
I
It
would
would
have
beat me 4-1 every time.
I would have had.
Sorry, Jay. Sorry, Jay.
We would have
Freaking
had
Guardian
like,
Heroes would have been on here like 5 times.
Yo, Guardian Heroes almost made it in at least 3 or 4 times.
Yes. Gar-
I was
Yeah,
like,
close.
are you kidding?
Jay was like, "This is not going to happen."
Dude, I said, all right, we still got more on the list, so I'm not going to say everything we tried to say. I will mention that in our honorable mentions.
We have 3 more.
Yeah.
Yes. So the next game that we were talking about, Castlevania Symphony of the Night.
Yes.
Yep.
So I know Turbo had a problem with it
Yeah.
because he says that there's other Castlevanias that are better.
Yep.
And I didn't play it, so
And you didn't play it.
And I was on the
a
fence.
shambles.
Right.
It's a shame.
I was on the fence, and I love this game.
But that game, it has to go. on
There's
top.
another one
So-
that hit my heart.
This is the game that kicked it off for the Metroid based type of Castlevania games with the map and like just the way you progress in the game.
Right.
The Metroidvania, as they say.
Yeah.
But like I know they have sequels, but this is the one. And there's nothing, even as many like things that bit off of how you do this type of game that came out, and there's been a lot.
They
There's
always
been a lot.
compare it to it too.
This is the one that they're trying to beat, and they have a hard time
Yes.
because of the music, because of the action, because of how it was polished, because of what happens in the middle of the game. Because like there's only certain things you could do to make a moment,
Yeah.
and this game was the first one like it to do it that way, and you're not beating that.
Record of Lotus War was close.
I mean,
But
it's
it
a
was
spiritual.
still
It's a spiritual successor. It's like
They added
tell.
They added their own thing, which
But
was
you could
cool.
tell that they like this game.
Super influenced by it, obviously, but
Well, yeah, it's
but it
tough-
still
yeah.
didn't. It didn't hold a candle to it. I wouldn't say that.
I
it
can
beats
never give it to the spiritual successors.
Yeah.
I mean,
over the
Bloodstained-
original.
No,
Like
I couldn't
Bloodstained did a great job.
Bloodstained is really
good. It's a
Right.
really
It's
great
really
job,
great.
and I look forward to more games of that. But I can't.
If they can beat Symphony of the Night, I'll be like, oh, word, dude, go for it. Shoot for the stars.
Yeah,
Wow, yeah,
but
yeah.
there's a feeling that Symphony of the Night gave me that Bloodstained didn't.
And I
There's
love a
feeling
remake.
of that.
I would love a
Yeah.
remake. High resolution
Oh, yeah, I would
graphics.
love
oh
a
my
remake.
gosh, come on, give it
Oh
to me.
God.
Maybe
Record
some
of
better
Lotus War
voice
game.
acting, something.
Nah,
Now
leave
leave it in
You
there.
wanna leave it?
Or no, the option. Give the option. Give the option.
That would be
option's
cool.
always
Yes,
good.
that would be
Option's always
cool.
good.
What is a man?
You're not my
Miserable pile
mother.
of lies.
What is
Terrible dialogue. Terrible dialogue.
You're not my mother.
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 But yes, that has to make the list. I'm happy. I'm happy. That's all. Thank you.
It got voted in. It got voted
Oh,
in.
man.
All right. After that, Super Smash Brothers Ultimate
Absolutely.
had to make that list.
Absolutely.
It's the best Smash Brothers game in the series. They put every character from the series and then some. It's got all the stages from every single freaking Smash Brothers game. And it's a celebration of video games. It's the most polished version of Smash Brothers. It's just, it's online. It's better than any Smash Brothers that came before it. Not saying much, but it's like
Melee was great too.
it's an improvement. Come on, you can play 8 players in one match. Like it's
8 players is a big deal.
They still got to nerf King K. Rule though. I'm sorry.
I'm the only
fact.
non Smash Brothers player here, but
I'm not a big
but
Smash
I'm
Brothers
not.
player.
I'm not mad at the fact that it's on the list
It's
because
a historic
I can
title.
appreciate like you said, it's a celebration of video games. So
is.
it's like I can appreciate that and the community and everything that. Well,
yeah.
not the competitive
The
community.
industry lights up when there's a new character announcement. The industry goes nuts.
Yeah,
the community of the reveals and all that. I'm talking about like the way Nintendo handles.
Yeah.
What that
handled all
game represents is historic by
Yeah.
itself.
Yes.
Yeah,
the
like
amount of characters, the amount of history that's built into it. Even if I'm not like the biggest fan of the game,
I'm still
itself,
excited when there's a reveal.
It's 3-2, so it's on there.
But
and
I
I'm
mean-
not really
but the
mad
thing is,
at it.
Again, it's not
But
on my
the thing is,
personal. but
this is how you
I'm
know
not mad at
it. This is why it deserves to be on there. Is because if you have people that are playing the game, love the game, and they're excited for the reveals, but if you're not playing the game, but you're like, who they announce?
Oh, you're
Who
still
they announce?
interested.
You're interested. You're always interested
Yeah,
because it's like. It's a big deal. It became like a movie reveal or like a
I like seeing the reaction.
yeah, and the the
Same.
reactions. And
Same.
shout out to Kenny Maximum. Kenny Maximum with one of the most legendary reactions to a character I've ever seen.
Don't mess with me. Don't mess with me. Don't play no games. 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 Don't play no games.
Step up, bro.
Oh yeah, that shit was that was incredible, and it was like chills up your spine when you saw that reveal trailer.
Yeah.
And
Plus, with
like,
the amount of characters, you have a connection with something in there.
yeah, there's
regardless of what it
something,
And they're
somebody.
so well done.
Yeah.
Like, the characters are done with respect to the series that they come from. Like Mega Man, the Belmonts. It's like, it's Ridley, Samus, Link, all of them. They're done
Little
very
Mac.
well.
Yeah.
Even Ryu and Ken, it's like they're Terry Bogart. They're done
yeah.
with
Extremely
appreciation from the series that they're from. So it's just like
All those Fire Emblem characters.
I will,
Even when I saw
they're done with care.
when they did the reveal of Kazuya, I was like, oh shit.
Oh,
I was like, he's gonna be an asshole.
Yeah.
I knew it already.
oh, and he is
I was like, I didn't even play the game.
overpowered.
I know he's a
Scam
piece
artist.
of shit.
He's
Scam
done with
artist.
respect to Tekken.
Yeah.
He's
No, they did it justice, man.
yeah. They
To all
knocked
the
it out of the
characters.
park.
It became an
Knocked it out of the
animal of its own, that game.
Yeah.
And it had to end because it was out of control.
I don't think they're not going to top it. I don't think you can do a sequel to it unless you do an Ultimate version 2 or something. Make
no,
it,
you got to do Sega versus Nintendo.
Yeah, it's
20
like-
characters versus 20.
It's got to be It's got to
Not
be something
80
else.
versus 80.
That'd be fun.
They got to go further.
It's gonna be 5 years in the making.
Sakurai's like, ah!
the rest of your life.
He's like, I'm not doing this again.
Oh, hell no.
He's
on vacation forever.
He's in a wheelchair right now. He's like
He's
in a hospital.
with Malibu. He was on the beach.
Nah, my man's at a brothel.
Oh, damn.
What happened?
And the last game on the list is Resident Evil 5.
Oh, this one's gonna be very controversial.
Yeah, no, this was.
I can see people saying, "What the fuck are
Yeah.
you talking about? Resident Evil 5?" And listen,
Dude, it was so close to Resident Evil 2 remake.
It was close.
very
2
close.
remake is great.
One remake was close.
1 remake was close too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They should both be there.
But this co-op Resident Evil knocked it out of the park for me. It was,
It's good.
yeah.
It was a lot of
good.
fun.
For me, I prefer the more action-oriented Resident Evils as opposed to the scary ones.
Same.
You don't like to be scared?
Nope.
You don't like
Not at all. I do not.
They had some scary moments. You're in like a hut. They dropping zombies out the freaking ceiling.
that's
Like
fine.
that was
But
But
Mad guns.
you got
I had mad
ammo.
guns.
You got ammo, so
It
you
was
good.
all action, dude.
I had mad guns.
5's co-op was so fun.
Yeah.
That I haven't enjoyed a Resident Evil game like that. Based off the co-op alone, that
I'll
was a
tell
lot
you,
of fun.
It sucks
that's,
for me, man.
That's exactly why it won on this channel out of all the Resident Evils, because it's like, okay, it's like Resident Evil 4 is usually a lot of people's favorite. You know, like whether you like the scary way or the action way, everyone kind of settles in as 4 is like that's the pinnacle. But
It's a great
5
game.
is awesome. No,
It's an
4
awesome
I
game.
love 4. That's probably my second favorite Resident
Right.
Evil. But Resident Evil 5 took the model of 4 and made it co-op. You know,
That's
it's
a
like
big fucking
and
deal.
that was just like, yo, it's like when I first played the demo, I was like, this is crazy. I couldn't wait for it to come out.
The only thing that sucked for me personally is the fact that I played the whole game single player.
With an AI.
And I didn't, with an AI
that
player.
changes
a dumb person.
Yo, that was the most frustrating. Imagine you're supposed to protect somebody and then your freaking AI partner just runs away. Like
She's
yo,
using the ammo.
Yeah,
She's
like,
like,
I'm
I don't
yo,
know. I have a full clip.
Like I'm like, dude, come on, man, help! What the hell are you doing? It's like
But-
that's how I spent the whole game. So my vision, my first experience with that wasn't the greatest because I played it. But it's the same thing with Dead Space 3 because that was similar to Resident Evil 5. Dead Space 3 was made with co-op in mind, so the entire game was done, and I had the same experience, which was frustrating
It's
for
the top-
playing single player.
It's the top selling Resident Evil for a reason.
Exactly.
Regardless
Exactly.
of if you think it's
No,
the
no, I
best
get
or not.
I get it. No, I get it. And I'm happy that Resident Evil is in the top 10 anyway, regardless of what it is.
Yep.
And I have to play it. Actually, I was just going to mention, I have to play that again.
Individually,
In co-op,
we
with
probably
co-op.
have all different Resident Evil
Yeah.
for our
Yeah,
favorite all
yeah,
time.
yeah,
Like
yeah.
single player,
Absolutely.
we'll probably have a different one. But
Of
like
course.
collective, 5 did it.
Yeah.
It just
Hell yeah.
did it.
Yeah.
You know, it just was so fucking fun.
I want to play that co-op, though, with one of you guys, man.
And that is our top 10 as a collective group.
Yep.
Hard to put together, man.
Yeah.
And we have honorable mentions.
have a-
one
Oh,
each.
we're gonna go through. We're gonna go through honorable mentions, and then we can even talk about like if you want to just go through your personal favorite real quick without the explanations. we can
go-
do
yeah,
that
yeah,
too.
yeah.
I can.
Yeah.
So for honorable mention, the number one we had on there was Zelda Breath of the Wild.
Yeah, that was mine. Yeah.
This guy.
I co-signed on that because I'm not a huge Zelda fan, but I thought that was a very fun experience for me, and it took me off guard. I really didn't think I was going to enjoy it that much, and I really thought it was dope. And Turbo, that's probably one of your favorite Zeldas of all time.
my favorite Zelda of all time.
Should I just go through them? You want me to just go through them?
I can. Well, we can.
Oh,
you wanna
we
go
all
around?
have our own person. Each one of those honorable mentions is. Oh, this is yours.
No, I'm just going down the list of our honorable
You said next
mentions. So
Oh no.
You can say the next one. Go ahead.
I was gonna say Tetris is my honorable mention.
Okay.
When we were first going over the list, I was actually surprised at because I mentioned it, and I was like, nobody's gonna vote for that. You guys are probably not. But I was actually surprised that.
It almost made the list.
Yeah,
it was it got to
almost
like
made
I
the list.
got
I
to
got
like
three.
one of the.
I think I got three.
I got 3 votes
Yeah.
out of the 5. Yeah.
That's crazy. I was like shocked actually because I'm like, holy shit!
You can't
that-
deny Tetris.
I actually got the
Tetris is-
freaking. But as far as Tetris, real quick explanation of it. It's the game that, you know, whatever you think of puzzle games or whatever. But this is like it's almost like the perfect game where
Universal.
anybody can play it. Yeah, exactly. It's universal. Anybody can play it. It's tough to master, but anybody can play it. And it's the genius of it was the Game Boy Tetris because you could pick that up anywhere and play it.
Yep.
And put it down, and your mom can play it, your dad can play it. Like it's it's addictive too.
It was like the first Wii game.
Too.
Absolutely.
The first Wii game ever.
Yeah, right.
Wii game ever.
Yeah, no, it's a great game, man. And the fact that it's still relevant today, in 2022, it's like, it's crazy.
And it's getting bigger and bigger.
Yeah,
more popular.
Tetris 99 is still out.
Can't stop, won't stop.
Another honorable mention was The Last of Us 2.
I was upset this didn't make it.
Yeah.
I was actually pretty upset.
1 or 2.
I was all for making the list.
I was so upset.
Wasn't getting my vote.
I was
And
so
that's
upset.
why I didn't make the list.
It was Turbo's fault.
Yeah.
Turbo ruined it for
And,
everyone.
I didn't play it.
And you didn't play.
I was
I'm
so
like,
upset. I'm like,
If you did, it would have been on the list.
Exactly.
Because regardless of what this guy is
It was great. It was an awesome
was
game,
upset.
but I just didn't think it deserved it.
I would have been happy with 1 or 2.
I was upset.
I
Story
most
alone,
definitely
two,
think that
two.
this one should have made over 1 because, I
Yeah.
mean, 1 is a masterpiece. Don't get me
I think
wrong.
just the first
incredible.
15 minutes of 1.
But
'Cause
not a whole 1 was a masterpiece.
Two
Oh, it was great.
But
2
this is
shook
why.
my soul.
This is why. Two, there was nothing in the movie medium or video game medium that made me feel the way I did about how and what they did in this game. And I didn't realize that you can do that with actors and voices and on the TV. Like, I
Masterpiece.
didn't
That
know.
game shook me to my core.
It was a masterpiece.
That I can't even think of a time that happened in the game.
That's a
I
masterpiece.
was just like, I wasn't right. I just wasn't
Yeah.
right after I was done with the game. But it was an incredible experience.
Yep.
Yeah.
So I'm upset that didn't make it.
I'm sorry, guys.
Go fuck yourself.
Because of you.
Wow.
We're all friends here, right?
I take that.
Joel, do you see what you did? You turned
I
us
tanked
against
it.
each other.
Freaking
Joel's like,
Resident Evil 5 made it instead because of you.
Let me see. An honorable mention: Super Mario 3D World.
Yeah.
That
I
four
want.
players.
I wanted. It was 4
I
player.
gave that a vote.
Yeah. My favorite 3D Mario didn't make it, but yeah, it is what it is.
4-player co-op, man.
I know it was.
It's not my favorite Mario.
It didn't beat World for me, but it's an awesome game.
That was
Awesome 4-player mode. Great game.
Who would have thought that would have worked?
Yeah.
I didn't think that
Yeah.
would work.
They actually made it, and you could push, like, you didn't walk through anyone or anything. They actually made it work.
Yeah.
My favorite 3D Mario is Galaxy 2.
Yeah, this is great, too.
And
But it ain't 4 players.
I know.
As a co-op channel,
Of
that's
course.
why you know it's going to go.
Of course, but it has the gravity and stuff.
Oh,
You get
yeah.
the planets and shit. That's
And
my
you had the
personal
waggle.
thing.
You do waggle.
But as far as 2D Mario, I was gonna say I said 3 when we were going through it because it's a toss up.
Yeah, either one.
Between Mario
Either
3
three.
and World, it's like
New Super Mario
But
Brothers U
the fact that
kills them both.
on the
it does
original
not, it does not.
on the original NES, the fact that it could do what they wanted to do from the get go, and they were able to pull it off in 3 on the same hardware.
Yeah.
Is,
It's a big leap.
It's insane.
Big
that
league.
they were
Especially
able to
since
do
2
that.
wasn't actually a Mario game.
Right. Well, yeah.
Doki Doki Panic.
Yeah,
Stop
Yeah.
that.
God of War.
Shout
Take
out
that,
to,
Joel.
shout out to Joel right there.
Joel's favorite
Now,
game.
which one? Though?
And I happily,
the recent
the
one.
most
PS4.
recent.
The recent.
The most recent.
I happily would have replaced Castlevania or Double Dragon with this.
Yeah.
Because you didn't
Watch
experience-
your
whoa,
tongue.
hold on,
Watch
hold on.
your
'cause
tongue.
you didn't experience it.
Double Dragon.
I don't know what.
Double
Double Dragon
Dragon.
is, you're wrong for that.
I would.
I know I'm wrong.
Yo, I'm gonna stand.
I would have took Grand Theft. Auto
Beat
for
'em
that.
up guy.
And I would have taken. And I would have
Fighter
taken.
Fridays.
And I would have taken. I would have gotten rid of.
We're canceling Fighter Fridays.
I would have. Kiss my ass. Beat me in Dragon Ball, then you
No,
can
what's
cancel Fighter Fridays.
All right, beat me.
Don't
in,
go
Puzzle
off
Fighter.
the tracks here.
So Guardian Heroes.
Yeah.
I mean Guardian Heroes. I definitely would have replaced.
Oh,
Double Dragon
Guardian
with that.
Heroes. Yeah.
I'm actually so glad it didn't make the top.
Dude, Guardian
Definitely.
Heroes.
That was very
Yeah.
close.
Definitely.
Dude, it was on the cusp.
Honestly, I'm with you.
I was about to replace Grand Theft with that motherfucker.
Guardian Heroes.
It was partially because of me why God of War got taken off there.
Yup.
And
And why Guardians got
Put
got
on
removed
there.
too, you piece of garbage.
Yeah, see?
I put that on there.
Guardian Heroes all
Again,
day.
I never had a Saturn, so
Guardian Heroes.
I played it.
all
It was
day.
not
I did
making
play
that list. It was not making that
All
I
list.
did
day.
play it.
I was
but
I was not making that
All
list.
day.
Ridiculous.
Jay was like, I will not have this.
Nope.
I played
Nope.
it, but I don't have a Saturn.
There was a lot of spite going on during this process.
Oh,
So
I'll
much
tell you.
spite.
I'll tell you spite. Listen, we'll get to our personals. I will tell you spite and why
Oh, I
almost
know
quit.
it's-
I almost quit this entire show.
Oh, I know. Yeah,
I
yeah.
almost left this
your favorite.
entire squad. I was not a judge after this. I was like, you guys
Fuck you
aren't
guys.
a part of this no more. I'm out.
He was so mad.
So
He was
y'all
so
go
mad.
on. I will get to
Personals,
that.
personals.
All right,
Y'all will
so-
get to person.
All right, hold on. We got rid of.
I'm done with my personals. I already said them when I said
I
them.
gotta say my
All right, so
personals.
the last honorable mention.
Is there another honorable mention?
There's one more. I just added it because I remember we spoke about it briefly.
What is it?
It's Shining Force 3 for the
that's your-
Sega Saturn.
That's your honorable mention.
It got 2 votes. Damn it!
Yeah,
So that counts as an honorable mention.
Nah, that's only 2 votes.
Shining Force 3, all 3 scenarios, best game ever made.
There you go.
Fight me.
That's your personal.
All right, real quick, I'm gonna fire off my personal.
Nah, you
top.
skipped this guy.
You skipped me. You
Oh
skipped me.
shit! I thought you were done. My bad. My bad. That was my bad. My
No,
bad.
that was honorable mention.
My bad,
So we're
my
doing
bad.
quick top 10s?
Quick
Dude,
top. Well,
Oh,
quick
quick
personal.
Ah, well, so we already mentioned some
quick
of them.
personals. Do it real
Quick
quick.
personals.
Whatever personals that wasn't mentioned already.
Oh, that wasn't mentioned?
Yes.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, because we're trying to
Yeah.
wrap things up, man.
Okay, so let me make sure this is the right list because there's like 2 of them.
What?
Yeah. Okay. All right. This is the right list here because there's a co-op one. There's okay,
Okay.
So here we go. Well, Shining Force 3 was just mentioned. Fire Emblem Path of Radiance. Fire Emblem Radiant Dawn. Shining Force 2. Valkyria Chronicles. Valkyria Chronicles 4. Evil Within 2. Just Cause 2. Blasphemous.
Just cause.
Astral Chain. And Resident Evil 1 and 2 Remake and Last of Us.
Okay.
Okay.
Not bad.
Okay.
Okay. My list, my personal. It's not 10, but it's actually 8. Super Mario Brothers 3.
Yeah.
Mike Tyson's Punch Out.
Yeah.
Streets of Rage 2.
Yeah.
Resident Evil 2.
Yeah.
Tekken 3.
Boo.
Yeah.
Metal Gear Solid. Tetris 99. And Burnout 3. Takedown.
Okay. All right. So I can do my list real quick. I had Burnout 3 also. Take down.
Nice.
I had Telltale's The Walking Dead. That whole series. I had one that I knew was going to be on anyone's list, but it's on mine. Blaster Master.
That should be on your list.
Hell
Right.
yeah.
Right?
I had another surprise on here. WarioWare Inc.
Hey.
WarioWare Inc.
Wow. Oh my God.
Exactly.
Wow.
Final Fantasy VII Remake.
Okay.
Over Final Fantasy 2. And if you know me, that's a feat.
That's a big deal.
That is a big deal.
That's a big deal.
And Uncharted 4. And Elden Ring. Gotta say,
Shocker.
gotta say, it's not a game. It's not a game experience that I've ever had like it,
Shocker.
and I'm not even through it yet. It's a top game, top for me.
Who here is surprised about that?
And the one that made me so mad, I wanted to leave this entire franchise here.
Yes, I know. We all
Start my own YouTube channel. Change my name. No branding.
He's like, I quit.
I was like, yo, I am done. I'm going to do my tech channel. I'm out.
Tech channel.
Was Street Fighter 2, and you said nope to
Sorry,
Street
man.
Fighter 2. I got
Street
no
Fighter
votes. I got
2?
no votes for Street Fighter 2.
I couldn't do
two?
it. I couldn't do it.
Two.
I couldn't
two.
do it, Jay.
As historical. Listen, Street Fighter 2 as in
Street Fighter 4?
no.
Street Fighter Alpha?
Street Fighter 2
Any other
not-
Street
way
Fighter
over 4.
5.
Except
Way
for-
over 5. Way over all of those. Maybe Alpha 3, you got something there. But Street Fighter 2 in general, historic title that made the fighting genre.
I would have gave Street Fighter Alpha 3 a vote.
Yeah.
Me too.
Yeah,
Me
same.
too.
Me too.
Same.
Street Fighter 2 is more historic.
That was your favorite game all time, though.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. I would still play Street
but it's
Fighter 2
No, I'm
over
saying
it.
Street Fighter Alpha 3
I would
for
still
me,
play. No,
I
know.
would vote for
My
it.
And it's a
personal-
collective.
That's why
though.
it's my personal.
And that's why it's a
But I was
collective
just
thing.
surprised that nobody voted Street
You
Fighter.
could have got Street Fighter in there if you said Street Fighter Alpha 3. We would
I couldn't. I couldn't do it over two.
Come on, just you could have voted.
Couldn't do it over 2. Listen, the music, the fighting, like this, it's perfect. Perfect. Street Fighter Hyper Turbo.
It would
Basically.
have taken over Grand
I like
Theft
Turbo.
spot. It would have taken Grand
Super
Theft.
Super
Turbo.
Street Fighter 2. Let me stop.
Nah. Sonic Boom. No.
Sonic Boom! Sonic Boom!
Q Sound ruined that for me.
All right. What else?
Although Cammy was dope.
Anything else you got, Jay?
That's it.
Okay, I'll go through mine that I wanted to make and I tried but didn't happen. Punch Out Wii.
Oh,
I
sorry,
like.
hold on. Oh, sorry.
Go ahead.
Mario World. Super Mario World. Okay.
Okay. Punch Out Wii. I like that much better than the original and any other Punch Out
Nah,
game.
Mike Tyson.
Metroid Other M. It's a favorite Metroid game.
Oh, that's gonna
Other
start.
M.
Oh, that's gonna
Other
start.
M.
Oh, that's
Oh,
gonna
but Super Metroid?
Yeah. Yeah, I would rather go and play other Remagen than Super
Oh,
Metroid.
and nobody had any Metroid mentions. Wow, that's
Metroid Dread was great, but I'd rather go play other
The only
Rem.
Metroid I played through was the one on Game Boy.
Same.
Really?
That's Metroid too.
Play the 3DS one, the remake.
Nah, don't play.
I still
it.
got that. I'll let you hold that.
No, I'm good.
Pause.
All right, guys.
All right, Phantasy Star 4.
Good pick.
Okay.
Twilight Princess, Zelda.
Another Zelda.
I know. Zelda Skyward Sword. Yeah.
Another Zelda.
Yep.
You got 3 on
Yeah,
there.
we
And,
got 3 Zeldas. No 3?
No, they didn't put it on the best. It's,
Well, I got 2 Fire Emblems and like 2 Valkyries.
and Dragon Ball Fighter Z. That was last one.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I think
Okay.
that's one of the best.
Over
fighters.
Street Fighter 2.
Yes, it's a better fighter. I don't think it's a better fighter.
So he's about to walk off. He's about
It
to
is
walk off. He's about to walk off.
Not a better fighter.
He's about to walk off.
You're wild.
Oh, you're losing. You're losing me as a person.
As a person. As a person.
It's gonna disintegrate.
So my list was Dragon Force,
Yeah.
Marvel vs. Capcom 2. Y'all shot down quick.
Yeah, no one else.
Nah, it's a great game. Great
It
game.
was disrespectful. It
Yeah.
was quite disrespectful.
Music is nigga.
Shut up.
Got him.
Ghost of Tsushima,
Ooh.
Dragon Ball Fighters, Final Fantasy VII Remake, Halo 3.
Halo, yeah.
And I think that was it. Actually, a couple of mine got close to getting in there.
Okay.
A couple of on my list got in, but
A lot of games, man.
yeah.
A lot of games.
Yeah.
A lot of games recently that were like perfect 10s.
Yeah.
Like Ghost of Tsushima was like,
Yeah, we ain't got no
That's so
shooters on
good.
this list though, bro.
no,
It's okay.
no.
Should have had
For
shoulda
us,
had Halo.
That's all right.
As a group, there's
Halo-
no
no,
shooters
should've
in
had
this.
Halo.
Yeah, that's hard.
As a group,
Army of 2,
Shoulda
maybe.
had Halo.
that's like saying
Somebody said that,
strategy
but
games is
that's
going to
not
be in our top 10.
I couldn't put in Army of 2 over
Gears.
Gears.
No.
Not over Gears.
I thought of Gears,
no,
but then I'm
Gears.
like, I don't know if
Gears is fun.
Gears
was-
is fun.
I love Gears. I love Army of 2. But
I liked Halo 1.
I can't.
Halo 3 was fun, but Halo 1. If we're going to have a Halo for me,
I
it'll be
did say Halo 1.
Yeah, it was close. It
I
was
like
close.
Halo
but you were the only
Yeah,
two that said
y'all-
that.
and y'all
Exactly.
shot-
I
y'all
like
shot
Halo
both
3.
my Halos
Dude,
down.
Time Splitters, nobody said. That was pretty much
That actually
that
was
was our shooter.
Splitters.
If anybody said that, I would have.
That was our shooter over anything.
They would have gotten a vote.
Splitters.
Oh, shame on me for leaving it out of my list. State of Decay 2. State of Decay 2.
Oh, that's your game.
Oh, that's right.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
one of my
You knew
favorite
that was
games.
that's personal.
No, that's
nobody's
all
gonna vote,
personal. That's
'cause nobody even played that.
Yeah, I completely forgot to mention it, but like that's easily one of my favorite games.
Crazy.
man.
That's on Game Pass, and we haven't
Yeah.
even played.
4 players. We should have been had a 4 player.
We should have.
We
But-
be slacking.
We did it, y'all.
Yeah, somehow.
We made a top 10 as a group.
Yes.
It's an impossible feat, and there was anger involved.
Yes.
A lot of anger, a lot of hatred.
We're not talking to each other off air. Let me start.
No, we only come on here as a show. We're done being
Once
pals.
the camera is off, that's
We're
it.
no
we go
longer
on-
friends. I will go and play Street Fighter 2 by my lonesome.
on my own channel.
Anniversary edition, so I can play all the ones I want.
No Mortal Kombat 2, Jay? No Mortal Kombat 2?
No. Mad stiff. Yeah,
Oh,
that's fun,
man.
but whatever.
We have to pass it along to someone else.
Oh, yeah.
Just like Joel passed it to us.
That's
and
right.
I think the person we decided to pass it along to
Who was that? Yeah.
is
Retro.
Retro Wolf.
That's right.
Give us your top 10 games all time. And you can't say Elden Ring for
Yep.
every single choice.
Yep.
You can't have Elden Ring 1 through 10. You have to pick 10 different games.
Only one time for Elden Ring.
Yeah.
Only one time for Elden Ring.
only
Because you
get
know it's
one
probably
of
in
them.
there.
It's up.
Oh, it's definitely in there.
I'm
It's
sure.
definitely in there. I know it's in there.
I'm sure it's up there.
But Retro Wolf's the next one up.
That's right.
Yeah, man.
Let us know.
I'm curious to know, man.
Yeah, and let us know in the comments what your top 10 is.
Yep.
Yeah.
And if it's anything like ours, I doubt it.
I don't think it'll be like ours collectively.
There's
No.
there's not going to be any list that's like ours.
Nah.
No way.
Maybe one or two games. Someone might have Spider-Man on there.
We're special, y'all.
Yeah.
I'm sure.
Or a Batman game.
Yeah, definitely.
All right.
Everything else kind of.
But if you're new to this channel, hit that thumbs up. Subscribe, man. It really helps us out. We appreciate it, man. We love you guys.
Hit that bell.
Hit the bell so
Bing
you
bong.
don't miss any of our content. And watch our streaming schedule. We have a live stream schedule that we do. That starts off with the Indie eShop recap. First Monday of every single month, we watch live video game trailers in the eShop for your enjoyment. So be there, 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time.
Join us.
Be square. And then we have Tactical Tuesdays with me, Algie857, where I be playing any game that makes you think, from an RPG, strategy game, puzzle game, You name it. Tune in to find out.
Game
what it
shows.
Oh well, it's Family Feud.
Oh yeah, you didn't do that one yet.
No, I haven't. I might do that. And then after that, of course, we have the video game podcast. Yes, this is the most popular content that we have on our channel.
It's all of us.
That's right. That's with every one of us here, and you can watch it live every Wednesday at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time.
Be there.
Tune in because it's always a good time.
Yes, sir.
And then we have Thursday Thrills with Stikz, where he plays something new, old, or indie.
That's right.
You got to tune in to find out.
Yep.
Fighter Fridays with BigChoco.
Your favorite day of the week.
That's right. It's going to be playing the same game every week. No, I'm just kidding.
Dragon Ball Fighters. All every Friday, Dragon Ball Fighters.
Now, tune in to find out what Chalk is going to be playing. It could be a beat 'em up. It could be a fighting game.
Yeah, buddy.
9 p.m. Eastern.
Someone's getting their ass whooped.
And whenever we have the time to do this, or any free time, we have 2 random streaming shows. One of them is The Backlog Break, and the second is Smash-O-Matics with Turbo 857 and the 23rd Stallion.
Yeah.
That's right.
Teaching lessons
Dirt naps.
in Smash-O-Matics.
That's right. Make you return that game real quick.
Hell yeah, man. Smash Brothers Ultimate. My bad.
Yeah.
Ain't no fun on that show.
Yo, dude, you taking that serious? Yo, imagine if you just did that. You just play serious and
Just
shit. You
serious
serious
as
face
hell.
and shit. Just like
I lose, I get angry. I win, I talk shit.
Control is
having fun.
breaking.
No one's having fun.
That's where the drama is.
Not even me on my own show.
wow, wow. But anyway, once again, guys, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't. We appreciate the comments. Let us know what your top 10 is.
Yeah.
Tell your friends, yo.
Yeah,
Tell your parents.
Yeah, buddy.
Let us know.
and most importantly, have a good day, y'all.
Resident Evil 5.